Hey guys, sorry. I was talking with a friend. Hey Kent, what's up, Sniper? Hello, Selma. How are you? Saying hi to my cat again. All right. What do you think? We can have a guest tonight. And speaking of guests, let me tell you a little bit about next Saturday's guest. Hey, Marlon. Marlon, I got to retire my title of the Trap King. If you see our friend Charlie, if he comes in later tonight and you click on his thumbnail, man, them is some set of traps. So Saturday's guest is Elizabeth Conkright. Let's see if I can find her introduction. She's done some interesting things. There we go. I'm reading her autobiography right now. She's really a book on a non-dual awakening in the course. Liz became a student of A Course in Miracles in 1984. She's a life coach in 2000, a mentor and life coach for students of A Course in Miracles and other non-duality teachings. 2006. She has written several books related to A Course in Miracles, including a translation in plain English. So if you have difficulty with the language, and it's gender neutral, I believe, if you have difficulty with the language, that might be for you. Um, she has 4 volumes of essays and answers to students' questions about A Course in Miracles. Based on her own experience, she has written that book, 4 Habits of Inner Peace, which is written in neutral, non-religious language for anyone who wants inner peace and releasing guilt for inner peace. So she's going to be our guest on Saturday. If you've ever wondered about, and I have a couple people up talking about non-duality, but we got a corgi. Awesome. I love those corgis. Thank you so much. Uh, it's Pancake. Oh, it's a corgi and a husky, right? Thank you. Hey, Ahmed, how are you, my friend? Very much appreciate both of those, Pancake. Thank you. Cat says, there you are. Hey, Lee. Lee, how was your weekend? Lee, how are your kids? Marlon says, so literally you got to work around those traps because they're too big. Good problem to have. But you always be the original. Well, thank you. Ahmed says, hi, Miss Yogi. Hey, Ahmed, the original trapster. I don't know, man. Charlie put me in my place today. A little dose of humility. Hey, Edgar. Edgar says, how was your day? My day was pretty good. Nothing, nothing major happened. Hey, medic. How are you, my friend? How are the otters? Lee says, Edgar, lovely to see you. How are you? So rumor has it we have a guest coming up for a little bit tonight. That's the rumor. But we'll see. Maybe we can talk Toy Pups into coming up and singing a song. Where are we? Oh, by the way, big congratulations to Mark and Joe, Gravity Core Fitness. They have a brand new baby boy. 3.3 pounds, 3.5 pounds. They had to go to a hospital for premature. I don't know how much premature, but 3.5 is tiny, but it's a healthy baby. Joe is doing well. Mark is ecstatic. Hey, at Villanova. Hey, Yogi. Complimented my Shambhavi this morning. Completed, sorry. Asked for your opinion a couple days ago. I remember. And it was sensational. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. And I'm glad that you went through it today and everything went well. I'm happy for you, my friend. Joshua says the rumor. Otters and Baby Albert's video uploaded today. All right. Guys, make sure you go check out Medic's video. You know you want to see otters. More from the otter family. You know you want to see them. They're waiting for you. Just shy of 5 minutes. Be the best 5 minutes you spend all day. Thank you, Medic. Medic drops his link. Joshua says the rumor. Nice rumor. Well, our friend Tiger King said he would come up, introduce himself. But he also sent me a message saying that he was not very happy. So we'll see. Marlon says, my goal is to become impossible to get into a headlock because of my neck and trap size. It's a good goal to have. What's going on, Joshua? What are you not happy with? Anything we can help you with? Tiger King was on this afternoon. And he said he would come up. Medic says it would appear most people would rather watch rubbish. That was hard for me to say. Than nice nature videos. I get very few views. You know, I was talking to Kat about this. It seems videos don't do as well as shorts. What about its attention? I don't know if people would rather watch rubbish. Their attention span. What about doing a bunch of shorts? Hey, thank you, Jamie. Thank you so much. Got 30 joules. Much appreciated. Joshua says I have had my Sunday Chug Day live stream scheduled for over a week now, and only 4 people showed up. I apologize I was not there, Joshua. I do enjoy your Chug Day. Joshua, you're still getting a whole bunch for your traffic, right? I wonder if people, I don't know. I don't understand it, Joshua. I don't understand it. I do apologize for not being there. I used to have your schedule memorized. I know that's not always easy to do, to keep track of that. He says Tiger King lived in the same area as me. I know it very well, lots of people, schools, etc. So I'm very intrigued as to his identity. I may know him. He said he will not show his face. Jamie says, very welcome. I appreciate you being here too, Jamie. Sniper says, Marlon, remember in He-Man and the Masters of the Universe is Ram Man, a heroic warrior with a heavy metal helmet and spring-like legs who launched himself into headbutts, enemies, and break through obstacles. So we're saying goal. Hey, Susanna, how are you, my friend? Cat says, yes, he's still getting crazy number in his traffic. You know what? Toy Pups has started doing that with a puppy cam watch. And she said she's getting a lot of views. Cat, how do your streams with Jack do? Jamie says, first gift I've ever given. Took about 100 swipes before I found someone like, wow. Jamie, I don't want to say you made my day because it's bigger than that. You might have made 2 years worth of live streaming, and man, that just filled me with so much joy to hear you say that. Man. Joshua says, so I uploaded a new short video of me chugging 28 body armor and a jar of pepper juice. Well, that I will be there for. Absolutely. Sniper says let's see. Jamie, you have impeccable taste. Thank you for that, Sniper. Well, I don't think I've ever seen the guitar before. Marshmallow. I got that marshmallow. Thank you so much. A marshmallow high. Joshua says they're in my short videos now. I just brought your channel up, and that's going to be the last thing I watch before I turn my computer off tonight, Joshua. I will be there. Lee says, Joshua, any tips for the perfect chug? And says, my traffic live streams are always viral when I do them. I've never tried anything like that before. I don't know what I would live stream. Joshua says, thank you, Yogi. You're welcome, Joshua. Sunday for a Sunday, says Sniper. Hey, Sniper, thanks for being flexible with your schedule. Hey, I'm not the amazing one here, Joshua. Lee says, Yogi, how do you exercise self-control when you are impatient? I don't. I used to. I used to try to do all of this as an exercise, as a practice. But now, just be mindful. If you're impatient, it's okay to be impatient. Don't make a big deal of it. When you find that it's okay to be impatient, you naturally start becoming more patient. Things become easier. It's when we're always thinking that we need to set a task for ourselves. I need to be disciplined in every aspect of my life. There's a great aspect to being disciplined. There's a bigger aspect in being joyful. Things happen more evenly, more fluidly, more consistently when we're joyful than when we're trying to be diligent. The way to be patient is to be patient, starting with yourself. When you catch yourself being impatient, smile. There's Lee being impatient again. There's Yogi being impatient again. There's a great line in A Course in Miracles. Infinite patience. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Infinite patience produces immediate results. I'm going to find you the exact quote. Practicing patience is the thing. Practicing forgiveness is the thing. Practicing kindness is the thing. Does that make sense, Lee? So we are never patient. We're always practicing patience. If we think that we're at this point where we're always exhibiting perfect patience, it keeps pushing it off and pushing it off. We think we have a goal. We are impatient to be patient. The key with everything is notice. Notice when you're impatient and ask, can I be a little kinder? Can I be a little slower? Can I settle down just a bit? Now you must learn. This is from the text in chapter 5. Now you must learn that only infinite patience produces immediate effects. From chapter 5 as well, infinite patience calls upon infinite love, and by producing results now it renders time unnecessary. It sounds pretty poetic. Infinite patience. I can't even be patient for whatever, let alone infinite patience. But when we don't relate to the body as much as we do the mind, that's when things become different. Hey, and remember, Lee, we talk about the 3 gates? That's very helpful too. It's an exercise in mindfulness. Parajat says, what did Parajat say? Said, hi, Yogi Parajat, thanks for being here, my friend. I still can't believe I keep coming back into Yogi's live sessions, even when I'm working. It'll wear off. Tips for the perfect chug are to make sure you are thirsty, an empty stomach if possible, a bit bigger hole in the drink, and makes it easier to go down. So, Lee, what if you could be your own best friend sometimes as well? What if you were impatient and you said, I'm sorry? What if you just got impatient, but it wasn't the end of the world? What if you got impatient and you didn't have to punish yourself? What if it was just something that happened and it's okay because it's already done, it's already in the past? Leah, I think you are incredibly hard on yourself. I don't think you realize what a good person you are. And you try so hard. I don't think you need to try so hard. I think you need to relax into the essence of Lee, who is a really good person with a generous, gracious heart. Lee says, Joshua, makes sense. You gonna try it? You gonna try it, Lee? I want to see the perfect chug from Lee. Tiger King says, Seb, I just told Eric on post, be for the 2-way I was feeling. I don't think I'm really down and low and not going to. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think you were going to come up. And you can't blame anyone for it, Tiger King. Lee says, yes, thank you, Yogi. I've been talking to someone, and she is much kinder than me. Her general demeanor is authentic and warm without effort. Hey, Vegan Menu, how are you, my friend? Lee, you are that way too. You just forget it sometimes. Rajat says, okay. He says, I'm sorry, Tiger King, you okay? I never meant to cause you any discomfort. I joke sometimes. So, Tiger King, I've asked you to do this several times because it was a favor for me. Rajat says, infinite is where there's no time and thought. Yes. And that's where we truly exist. That's where we are right now without realizing it. We are not our thoughts, although we identify with our thoughts. We are the awareness of every thought that passes through. Nicely said, Persia. Joshua says, did you guys know that if you are normally a bullheaded, stubborn person, you can trick your mind into thinking something that triggers your stubbornness to help you get through something? The stubborn attitude can make yourself become more patient, can make yourself become patient. Nice, Joshua. He says, Tiger King, I love you, my friend. Lots of us do here. Don't forget you're part of Yogi's chat. You gonna make a video of you chugging? Tiger King, like I said, you can't blame anyone. You can't blame Sniper. You are in charge of your reaction every single time. You have to realize nothing goes back and forth between you and Sniper without your participation in it as well. If you wanted to come up to do me the favor, you would come up and do me a favor. Joshua says, Lee, I can't wait to see you chug. Lee says, Tiger King said this before. Sniper's a good guy, and I know if anyone was rude or said anything offensive, he'd be the first to jump in and gently correct them. Hey, Ahmed, thank you for that. So, Tiger King, this was the last time I was going to ask you. I will not ask you to come up again. Lee says, Joshua, I enjoyed watching you do it in your work. You grab from the fridge. Me too, Lee. Me too. Joshua makes it look effortless. Hey, Lee. The next Chug Sunday, I will meet you over at Joshua's, and my treat, I will do a super chat for Joshua, and you can pick out whatever it is, whatever Joshua has available to chug. So good. Make sure you go check out Joshua's shorts, by the way. He's got one of him chugging. Make sure that you go check out the video for our friend UK Medic and more from the Otters and family. I just clicked over there again. I got it up playing, and I immediately saw an otter stick its head up out of the water. Man, I wish we had otters in my pond. I enjoy the beavers. We can always use an extra otter, right? Let's see. Perjat says, "Where's Anna? She might be asleep. It's later for her." Hey, Perjat, if you don't mind me asking, where are you located? Joshua says, "Yogi Bear." He says, "Ahmed, nice comment." It was a very nice comment. Tiger King, you keep asking this. I gave you the same answer. This is what I mean. I just won't do it with you anymore. I'm sorry. Hey, Joe. Thank you so much, my friend. Got 100 jewels from Joe. That marshmallow high. I like that. Sickbook says, "Is it AM or PM?" We are on PM right now. Sickbook just woke up and don't know where he's located. Joe, how are you, my friend? Lee says, "For me, true beauty lies in someone who doesn't believe they are." Nicely. I like that. Joshua says, "Sickbug, you're on a TikTok live." Oh, Dali, India. Joe says, "Doing good. How are you doing?" I'm doing good as well, Joe. Thank you. Let's see. Joe says, "I wanted to stop in and bless you." Every time you stop in, you leave a blessing, Joe. Every single time. Joe, you've turned so professional in your live streams. It's been a real privilege and a pleasure to watch you and your channel grow over the past, well, I'm thinking we're coming up on 2 years. When I got monetized, Joe was actually the first person to super chat me. Thank you, Joe. Joe has been a member for a year. Joshua will be back. Dinner is ready. Enjoy your dinner, Joshua. He'll be back soon. Semper King says, "Tiger King, we are all learning every day." Yep, I talked about that quite a bit yesterday. The message from yesterday was the practice is the thing, not the results. Practice being kind. Practice being forgiving. Practice being patient. Don't worry about if you're patient. Don't worry about if you're forgiving. Don't worry about being kind. Practice. Try. You can always ask yourself again, is this the most loving thought that I can entertain right now? And guess what? You get to choose again. You have infinite amounts to choose from. This moment, this moment, this moment, this moment. Thickbook says, "I thought the sun was just coming up at 5 a.m. How long did he sleep for, Sickbug?" The problem is that we keep thinking that if I forgive, I'll be there. One day I will be perfectly patient. That tomorrow, the next day, I will be my kindest self. But that kind of thinking keeps it ahead of us, and it lets us off the hook for this moment. This moment is what you have. Be kind now. Be patient now. Practice now. Don't expect to be perfect. Don't worry about being perfect. Just a couple of hours, I guess. Prayers says, you come to India Yogi, I will be taking you to places where you can meditate, where Ram Dass, Richard Alpert came. That would be pretty awesome. Big fan of Ram Dass. I was a fan of Richard Alpert too. Richard Alpert was a great psychologist, working alongside of Timothy Leary. It's funny. They both got fired from Harvard, and Timothy Leary tuned in, dropped out. What was the whole saying? Tune in, drop out. I'm missing one aspect of that. And he sort of became the guru for the Western world as far as psychedelics went. Guru to the hippies, right? Richard Alpert went to India. His guru asked for his mind medicine, which we know what that was, right? And he took all of them. Zero effect on him. And that's when Ram Dass knew that the way of that medicine, like that, the time was over. He had gotten everything he could out of it. Now he had something deeper to learn. And that's when he became Ram Dass. So, Tiger King, you're going to have to learn to deal with your grievances, my friend. Sigma says they ate a pizza and went into hibernation. Hey, Dolly. Thank you so much, my friend. Lee says, Dolly Pops. Thinkbook says, happy a great psychologist, but I took it seriously and got published. Wow. You got published in journals? Very prestigious. That makes you great in my eyes. Thinkbook says it took the medicine around 30 times in undergrad. Wow. I wonder how many times I took it along with other stuff. Grateful Dead shows. A lot. Hey, Waffle. How are you, my friend? Hello, Yogi. How's your day? I'm back. Welcome back, my friend. I appreciate you being here. My day's been pretty good. How about yours? Gigi says, so many mods. Yep, there's a lot of mods. He says, Dolly, is Raven preparing his supper? Dolly says, Squirrel, I love you. Zipper says to Tiger King, nothing I have said is with malice or ill intent. Hey, Facey Ace, my friend, how are you? Steve Crowley Baba, he had cities and was awakened saint. I love reading stories about him. Lama Suor Stas, who, if I ever reach out to his agent or his publicist, will come up and have a chat on here. Best-selling author of Awaken the Buddha Within, New York Times best-selling author. He got his name, Suru Das, from Baba. Tiger King, I wonder why you keep showing up. You are unhappy here. You've never really been happy here. I'm not telling you not to show up. I just wonder why you want to. So you know that you can be timed out now, right? You know that you can be a moderator can hide you from the channel again. Well, Phil says, good. I'm happy. Unmodding you, I don't know. So I'm making changes in how we deal with people. I'm trying to be available for everyone. But as I mentioned before, Tiger King, the entire focus of the channel has become your grievances. And I just don't want to do it anymore. Hey, Hector, how are you, my friend? Sigma says, I got a copy of the journal for free. Oh, yeah, I was lead author on a paper about mental health benefits of having pets. I like that. College campuses, we saved a lot of pets in the process. Awesome. He says, Hector, nice name, the finest warrior Troy produced. Vegan Game says, who are you talking to, Yogi? We're talking to our friend Tiger King. Walter says, speaking of mods, can I be mod? Because I've been to a lot of streams. You have been a lot of streams. Hey, Walter, do you mind if I ask how old you are? No, that's okay, Sniper. Almost 14. Got you. Hey, Mustafa. Hey, Daisy. Daisy, how are you? How's your weekend been? Sniper asked the same question I did. Said he's almost 14. We're going to give it a shot. Daisy says, so good, Yogi. How about yours? My weekend was good, Daisy. Thank you. Hey, Ducky. Mustafa says, Eric, please, how long has this podcast been going on? It has been going on for almost 40 minutes. 38 minutes to be exact. Well, I appreciate that, Tiger King. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it's worth it for you. If it is affecting your state of mind that severely, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think it's better that you don't come here. I'm not asking you to not come here. I'm not telling you not to come here. I'm just saying it doesn't seem worth it because you get very spun up. You get very worked up by the people here, and you can't blame the people. And we have the same conversation virtually every live stream. And I don't know if that's intentional with you or not, but I can tell you that I don't want to do it anymore. If you come in with a serious issue that you want to talk about, I will be there for you. If you need a friend to listen to you, I will listen to you. If you want to come up and share anything about yourself, I will provide the platform for you to do it. But I'm not going to relay grievances back and forth for you any longer. And we're going back to the policy. If you keep airing the same grievance, I'm going to time you out for a day. I apologize. I don't like doing it, but at this point, I feel like I've run through every option available to me. I gotta go get some water, guys. Having said that, I appreciate you being here. I'd love if he just hung out and had fun with all of us, or dove into some of the deeper conversations that we have. I would love if he participated in breath work with us. You don't have to do any of that. Lucy, how are you, my friend? Mustafa says, yes, Seb, 1990, it was definitely beautiful. Uh, I hope you'll taste my dishes someday. I'm glad you had a good meal, Mustafa. He says, Mustafa, it would be an honor and privilege. Thank you. Mustafa says, Lucy Warren's World, your work was on point as always. Lucy says, you mean my reading squirrel? Buffer says, hey, Yui, what is that guy doing? Well, I don't know. Wafel, I don't know. Hey, Glitch. How are you, my friend? All right, guys, let me get some water real quick. Looking to see who I'm going to leave in charge. I'm only going to be a second. No one's in charge. I had it ready. I just forgot to bring it over. Glitch, how was your day today? Mustafa says, I don't see Anna. Where's she? It's actually probably fairly late for her. Trevor says, Tiger King has lost his banner. He has voluntarily gave it up. He asked for it to be removed. I don't know exactly why. It's probably not helpful for him. Lee says, Mustafa, she may pop in soon. In France, it's midnight now. Lucy says, I'm doing great. Just been so busy. Things needing to get done that does not include YouTube. Gotcha. Give me 1 second, guys. Lucy says, I use Sundays to do that. Uploading shorts to do. Yeah, I use part of mine to get some of the week's live streams up, some of the guests, so I'd have them up and ready. If everyone makes it, I think this week I'll have the most guests of any week. Zipper says we all look out for each other. We don't best people in a chat because that puts all the others in a different group. One love here. I may be wrong. That's my perspective. I agree with you, Sniper. Vegan Menu says, hi, Lucy, and hi there, Glitch. Lee says, Sniper, I agree with you. Hey, and speaking of which, I'm open for suggestions. If people think there's a better way to do things, let me know. Hey, Dees, how are you, my friend? Lucy says I'll be live tomorrow on Monday. Do it at 12 p.m. Have it scheduled. Central Time. Gotcha. Lucy, feel free to drop a link. Let me know when you're done, Tiger King. He says, how's everyone? We're doing pretty good. Here's a live stream, guys, for Lucy. She is going to be doing cards tomorrow at 12 o'clock Central Time. Here's that says, hey, Yogi, do you like Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka? I like Franz Kafka. I was disturbed by Metamorphosis. Now, I might have been in 8th grade when I read it. So I was disturbed by it the same way I was Lord of the Flies. That it seemed to point out the lower aspects of human nature and make it a central theme, as if that's what we are. And that the lower aspect always tends to win out. He wrote very short, one of my all-time favorite quotes on meditation. I'll read it for you very quickly, guys. This is his description of meditation. You need not leave your room. Remain still, sitting at your table, and listen. You do not even listen. Simply wait. You need not even wait. Just learn to become quiet, still, and solitary. The world will freely offer itself to you to be unmasked. It has no other choice. It will roll in ecstasy at your feet. Just be still. Just sit. Pascal said all of man's misery arises from his inability to be alone in a room with himself. Kafka says, learn how to be in a room alone with yourself. See if you can find that quote. It was from Pascal. All men's miseries derive from not being able to sit quiet in a room alone. His argument is that the inability to be still and comfortable with oneself is the root of all unhappiness, leading people to distraction, conflict, and other troubles. This was in the 17th century. Imagine so little distractions back then for the average person. It's worse now. Can we sit alone in a room without a phone, without the TV on, without the radio on, without even a book in our hands? I love reading, but reading can be a distraction as well. Can you just sit alone, comfortably, doing absolutely nothing? He says, ever read No Exit by Jean Paul? I have not. You recommend it, Dees? Hey, Odin. Tribalism requires peace tribes. Humanity and the planet have no representative. What do you mean by the last quote? Actually, what do you mean by both, Odin? Tiger King, I do want to say, I do appreciate you, my friend. I wish things could be easier for you. I have no way to make it easier for you. I wish I could. I wish I could. Crime and Punishment, the brother Karamazov, and hold on, I can do this, guys. Dostoevsky. Dostoevsky. It's about as close as I've ever gotten it. I do like. It wasn't that long ago I read The Underground Man, and I read a great book by Kenneth Wapnick as a reinterpretation of. Um, he talked about living in a 4+4, or was it 4x4 world? But the Underground Man thought he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to live the structure of that world. What if he wanted to live in a 5x5 world? 2+2 = 4. And he thought, I don't want to do that anymore. What if 2+2 = 5? That was his way of saying that. What about being an artist? What about being something different? What about living a life of your of a greater reality than the mundane? Kenneth Wapnick took that mathematical formula even further. We live in a 2+2 = 4 world. That's our everyday reality. But in our hearts, we can carry on knowing that 2+2 = 5. And greater still, the highest reality, there's only one formula ever. 1 + 1 is always 1. He says he has quite a good work as quite good as a work of literature. He says something happened to him. Usually, the simplest way to feel better is to take a shower. Nice. Shower, breath work, get outside and put your Magiza. I was just thinking about you just a moment ago. How are you, my friend? Feet in the ground, feet in the earth, grounding yourself. 5 minutes of meditation. Mustafa says, Lucy, I will be present at your stream tomorrow. When will you be doing that? Mustafa says hi to Magiza. Vegan says, we are social beings. We are social beings, but I think the problem is when we become dependent upon society to meet our inner needs. You know, I'm going to get back to that. 1 second. Because this is all good, mate. Thank you. Picked up my 5-month chip a couple of days ago. Awesome. How's step 9 going? 5 months is completely awesome. Hey, Marlon, I don't know if you're still here. I'm going to ring the bell for Magiza celebrating 5 months of sobriety. For those who are triggered by abrupt sounds, you might want to tune out just for a second. Congratulations, my friend. Hey, Heavenly Star, thank you. Thank you for the jewels. Hey, Michael. I've been pretty good, my friend. So I was saying, vegan menu, that yes, we are, you know, at one point in my life, I wanted to retire on a mountaintop or in a cave or in an ashram or in a monastery and just concentrate on yoga, just concentrate on A Course in Miracles. But A Course in Miracles tells us that the way of awakening is through other people. It's not in that solitariness. It's not in the aloneness. It's in the confrontation. It's in seeing the best and worst aspects of yourself reflected back to you through others. But I think it's important in your heart to have that silent retreat, that center, where we know that we are, as Jesus said, that we are in the world but not of the world. Michael said, it's good to hear, bro, Eric. Thank you, Michael. Lucy says, I need to go get more things done. Love you all. Love you too, Lucy. Thank you. Heather says, Yogi Bear. Hey, Michael. Michael, how are you? Hey, the Yogi. Sorry I'm late. Have been absent today to do some errands. Understood, my friend. Hey, Cora. Welcome back. Heavenly, how was your day today? Vegan Menu says, I agree. What was your last matches, Michael? Mustafa says, who is Karen Palmer? I'm glad you asked me about Karen Palmer. Let's talk about Karen. Karen is an author. She is a founder of several organizations. She's going to be my guest on Wednesday. Hey, I think you're really going to enjoy the guest on Tuesday. But first, let's talk about Karen. She's a best-selling author and popular online talk show host. Her organization is dedicated to educating children and families about environmental issues, animal advocacy, kindness, mindfulness, and compassion. She's a mom who made a wish and started a kindness revolution and founder of globalkindness.com, which is a network of organization and people co-creating for a kinder and more loving world. Let's see, what else we have going on here? She has been nicknamed, she has several books on communicating with animals, dogs specifically. She's been nicknamed the Queen of Kindness, mindfulness media mom. She's a modern day mystic. She's known as a modern day mystical Mr. Rogers who uses music, meditation, mindfulness practice, and mantras for empowerment of all ages. She's a singer-songwriter who designs musical, empowering kindness activity coloring books and games for children and families. She sounds pretty awesome, doesn't she? Mark Landau, the reason why I think you're really going to like him, Mustafa, is he has spent a lot of time in India studying and working with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. Practiced transcendental meditation since 1971. course says, glad I can make it. Michael says, hey there, Sniper. Project says, hey Yogi, what's gift membership? That's when someone can buy a membership for someone else, but it's always random. Michael says, if you're here and haven't subscribed yet, you're missing out. Content like this deserves way more recognition. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. Hey, Nematodes, how are you? Everyone is saying hi. Tiger King says, HB. I don't know what that means, Tiger King. Yeah, our friend Duncan Walsh came in 2 or 3 days ago and did 5 gift memberships, and then Eric followed up with a gift membership. Eric Lapointe. Tiger King says, Eric, what would make it easier for me if Sniper didn't put my name in his messages and he left me alone on your channel? Because all of your people I absolutely adore, and they're really, really nice to me. But I thought you two had a truth together. You started off at day 1. Remember earlier? I wish I could create a place that was perfectly happy for you, Tiger King. I can't. Sniper's going to talk to you because he wants to talk to you. I can't make him not talk to you. I think the better option is focus on the people that you like. Focus on the people that you said bring you joy. I'm going to be honest with you. I have never seen Sniper be mean to you before. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that. Okay. Michael says, so I finally found an idea to help bring more action to my channel. I'm going to post a haunting history post on my community. Oh, wow. I like that, Michael. Sniper says, great idea, Michael. Nothing like being stared at and meowed at. Sniper says, when will you start, Michael? Drop some links, Michael, if you would like to. That goes for anyone. If you got something going on, you want to share it. If you want to, if you think that I can help you in any way, if you think that we in the channel can help you in any way, drop some links, talk about it, let us know what's going on. Happy to help. Even so, is subscribe to Michael. Hey, thanks for supporting so many people. Sniper says I'm there after here. We're going to wrap things up in just a minute, guys. We got an hour in. Tomorrow, Miss Blipper's coming up. Miracle Mondays with Miss Blipper. Thank you, Michael. And she's going to have the deck of cards that she's been making. She's going to show us all. So that's going to be big. Michael says, thanks. Got you back, Nimitos. Tuesday evening, switching things around. Thank you again, Sniper. Tuesday evening, the Esoteric Lounge is going to be opening its doors. Sniper is going to talk about the Divine Feminine, which is perfect. It's going to pave the way for Friday's conversation with Karen Zupko, who hopefully, we got a lot of things to talk about with her. I hope I can fit it all in. Hopefully, we'll also talk about the Divine Feminine. We're going to talk. She is the award-winning, best-selling author of Yep, we can definitely end with breathwork. Yeah, we'll do that in just a minute. She does have a heart of gold, Tiger King. You're right about that. She will be up tomorrow at 1 if you want to come by and hang out with us. So yeah, From Anxiety to Love, an award-winning best-selling book. The tricks that she's used to navigate through severe anxiety. As well, we're going to talk about the clairs, using your natural clairvoyance, clairsentience, clair. I can never remember them. Anyway, going to talk about that, but I also want to lead it into the Divine Feminine. So Sniper's talk is like right on the money. Just a gentle correction, Tiger King. It's okay. It's okay. Right on the edge of 700 subs. Guys, is anyone here not subscribed to Michael? All right, guys. Going to do some breath work, and we are going to call it a night. Kat, can you, Project says, K Yogi, can you give me a little information? How are you feeling? Do you want just a gentle routine for helping you relax and go to sleep? I think he's talking Michael Burkeen. Michael Bruno. Mustafa says, if we missed Doug Fishman, can you tell me if you're planning to have him back on air again this week? Not this week. But I hope to have him in December. He was so gracious. He shared out my talk with him on social media, and it brought a whole lot of people. It brought me to a lot of people's attention. Open up some doors. I'm so grateful for him. Wallfell is back. Welcome back. Tiny bit of anxiety holding my chest. Got you. Hey, how's your left nostril? Are you stuffed up? Nemesis says he wasn't made talking to Michael. He was talking to Michael Bruno, but hope you're well. Sure, feel free to ask people to sub to you, Wallfell. I already have. If anyone would like to help get our friend to 50 subs so he can live stream. Parjat is just finishes his streak. All right, the left is clear, right is slightly stuffy. Perfect. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to breathe in through the nose using that ujjayi breath, that gentle sound that we make. For a count of 4, there is going to be a brief uncounted pause, and then we're going to breathe exclusively, exhale, through the left side. So I'm going to breathe in, exhale, that Ujjayi breath helps to slow down the breath so that we make it to that count of 8. We're going to do 10 rounds. We're going to start. Hey, Jeremy. How are you, my friend? Jeremy and Shola here. Going to start with our eyes closed. For those who are participating, I'll be out of the chat 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll say goodnight. With eyes closed, bring your focus to your breath and just notice. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Noticing the breath. Notice where you feel the breath arrive, and notice that point in which it leaves the nose. In and out. And that out breath, we're relaxing deeper, deeper. Bring that same awareness down to your belly, and notice that as you breathe in, the belly expands, and as you breathe out, the belly falls back. And just notice the belly rising and falling. As we contemplate the belly rising and falling, introduce that sound of the ocean, the ocean's breath. The gentle ha sound as we breathe in through the nose, ha as we breathe out. Take a couple breaths. We're going to count to 3, and after 3, we're going to take our first breath in. We breathe through the nose for a count of 4. Use the thumb to block your right nostril. Exhale exclusively through the left side, slowing it down, using that Ujjayi breath. Be very mindful bringing your hand up, nice and slow. Mindful bringing it back down. Here we go. Counting 1, 2, 3. Breathing in for 2, 3, 4. Block the right. Exhale through the left for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In through the nose for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the left for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the left for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the left for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the left for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the left for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In for 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let the breath go. Bring your attention back to the belly. Eyes still closed. As you breathe in, notice that the belly expands and falls back. Gentle attention on the belly, rising and falling. Allow your attention to settle up to the heart area. And just rest in that area for the moment. Bring your attention all the way to the crown of the head, top of the head. Now imagine there's light coming down, divine light, white light, holy light, down top of your head, traveling all the way back down to that heart space, traveling all the way down to the belly. And as you breathe in, your belly fills with light. As you exhale, that light travels back up and it reaches the heart space. And as you reside in that heart space filled with light, breathing in light, extending light, all the tension, all the anxiety, everything's let go, everything's forgiven, everything is restful, everything is at peace. Filled with light, breathing light, extending light. It paves the way for a restful night's sleep. It paves the way for a wonderful morning. It paves the way for an easy, peaceful, productive day. Center your back in this moment with your breath. Focus on the belly. Letting the light go to do its job. Letting the breath go. Eyes still closed for just a moment longer. Gentle smile playing on your lips. And when you're ready, open your eyes. We'll say goodbye in the chat. All right. Michael, I'll try to get back to you sometime this week for sure, my friend. Dimiter says, thank you, Eric. Wonderful. You're welcome, my friend. Mustafa says, Eric, thank you for everything you do. It's very kind of you. You're welcome, my friend. You're welcome. Kat says, thank you, Yogi. I love you. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams, Kat. Hey, Jack. How are you, my friend? Thank you, Michael. Michael sent us happy poop. We're wrapping things up for the night, Jack. Heavenly Star says, Hunks Yogi Bear. Thank you, Heavenly Star. This episode is going to be a great week. Stars are aligned for some magical moments. I agree. Mustafa says, Eric, there's a good way to say it if you want me to tell you. Sure. What's a good way to say it? To say what? Hey, Skeeter. Thank you, my friend. Michael says, just so I had enough points, thought I'd share. I appreciate that. Get away from Skeeter. Thank you, my friend. Skeeter, you're not too far away from getting on the ice again. All right. Off to bed for me. I will see everyone in the morning. Jack says, nice to see you, brother. Just relaxing. I went for a quick skate earlier. I actually saw you on the actual ice. That was pretty cool. I'm going to take the kids ice skating on Wednesday. The family loves you, Eric. The kids do as well. Thank you so much, Jack. I really appreciate that. Skeeter says getting close. Probably not more than a month, right? Michael says, but I should use them wisely. But I appreciate you using one on me, my friend. All right. Love you guys. I'll see everyone in the morning. Good night, vegan menu. 2 months, Skeeter says. I'm good with that. Nemoto says, good night all. Hope you all sleep peacefully. You too, my friend. Take care, guys.